I wanted to bang out a really quick video on oscilloscope probe compensation. This is a 10-to-1 Tektronix probe, 6105A, and right now it is horrifically undercompensated. It's a 10-to-1 probe, which means it's got a 9 megohm resistor in its body, and it goes into the input of the oscilloscope, which is a 1 megohm input paralleled with 20 puff of capacitance. Now, in order to make the probe work properly, there's also a capacitor across up at the top here. And in order to get things to work properly, this capacitor needs to have a reactance that is 10 times greater than the reactance of this input capacitance. And in order to make the probe work with various oscilloscopes, there is an additional variable capacitor tucked into the probe or the compensation body here that can be adjusted to make this in parallel with this be 1/10 of the capacitive reactance of what's up here, so you get the 10-to-1 division both resistively and capacitively. The way that the adjustment is made is you hook it up to a square wave, and right now, as I said, it's very undercompensated, so we have this very rounded square wave, and by adjusting the probe we can change it to be properly compensated or overcompensated. So this will be a setting that might need to be made depending on the oscilloscope that it's hooked up to, because it relates to the input impedance. And this is a little flaky because I'm using a metal screwdriver. Ideally you should use an insulated one to make this adjustment, but I don't have one handy, so I'm just playing with the metal one, and eventually I'll get it right. And when I pull away, still a little off. Of course, holding the camera and doing the adjustment, that looks pretty good. A little bit, still a little, could be a little bit better, but that's pretty much properly compensated. And so when you hook your probe up to a new oscilloscope, it's best to put it onto a source, a square wave source. In this case, the oscilloscope has the square wave generator built in. Otherwise, you can use an external one. But just make those adjustments. They're usually, depending on the probe, it might be a screw in the probe body. Some of the older Tektronix ones, you loosen the tip of the probe and you change the position, you screw it in and out. That changes the spacing and adjusts the capacitance in the tip. It depends largely on the probe. Most of the more recent ones that I've seen, and I just buggered up the connection. Anyway, most of the more recent ones that I've seen, the adjustment is in the body here. And that's basically a compensated probe.